Hello everyone, welcome back all of you, and let us solve few more problems from GATE previous years in our topic ordinary differential equation higher order first degree or higher order linear differential equation. So the first problem was asked in GATE 2011 in production engineering. So the problem is we are given with the second order differential equation d2y by dx2 plus 6dy by dx plus 9y is equal to 9x plus 6. So we have differential equation of the form f of d into y is equal to capital X. So this we are going to call it as non-homogeneous linear differential equation of order 2, and it is being asked that what is going to be the complete solution. So we have to do the complementary function part as well as the particular integral or particular solution part. So first we will treat this particular differential equation something like homogeneous one, f of d into y is equal to 0. So we are going to write d square plus 2d d square plus 6d plus 9 into y is equal to 0, and the roots of differential equation we'll have to calculate. This is nothing but d plus 3 whole square, right? So f of d is equal to 0. This is our auxiliary equation. So d plus 3 whole square is equal to 0. So we have roots as minus 3 comma minus 3. So the roots are real but they are repeated, so we are going to get terms like c1 plus c2x, and in the case of real roots we are going to get the exponential terms, right? So the complementary function will be yc is equal to c1 plus c2x and e power minus 3x, because if a is the root we have terms like e power ax, and if they are repeated so we have c1 plus c2x. So why we are getting c1 and c2 to arbitrary constant? Because we have the order of differential equation of order 2. So this is going to be a complementary function, and now we have to calculate the particular integral part as well. So how we are going to do that? F of d into y is equal to capital X, and from here we have to write yp is equal to capital X upon f of d, and now we'll have to look whether capital X is falling under which case. So we have something like 9x plus 6. So this is nothing but x to the power m, polynomial case number 3. So how we have to do that? We have to write f of d, and we'll have to take f of d inverse and make use of binomial expansion. So we have yp is equal to capital X 9x plus 6 divided by f of d square plus, or we'll write as d plus 3 whole square because we have already calculated here. So this is nothing but d plus 3 whole square, and to make use of binomial form we have to make form like something 1 plus, so we have to take 3 common first. So the square of 3 is nothing but 9, and it will be like d by 3 plus 1 whole square, right? So now we can take that 9 in front, so 1 by 9, and this will be 1 plus d by 3 whole square whole power minus 2, because we are going to take it into the numerator. So this is nothing but minus 2, and we have polynomial 9x plus 6, and now we'll have to expand this using the binomial expansion. So the common formats I asked you to make note of, so I wrote there also. So we'll have to expand 1 plus x power minus 2 is nothing but 1 minus 2x plus 3x power 2. So something like that. So 1 minus 2x is nothing but minus 2d by 3, and 1 plus x whole power minus 2 is nothing but 1 minus 2x plus 3x is 3x x square and other terms. So as this is a polynomial of degree 1, so we have to worry about the terms up to d only. So 1 minus 2d by 3 plus 3x square, so 3d by 3 whole square. But anyway we are not going to make use of terms of higher order, so up to d only we'll have to write, and here it is 9x plus 6. So 1 by 9, and 1 is nothing but 9x plus 6 because we have to multiply 1 with 9x plus 6, and minus 2 by 3, and differentiation of 9x plus 6 is nothing but 9. So this will become 1 by 9 into 9x plus 6 minus 3 3 the 9 and 3 2 the 6. 6 and 6 gets cancelled, and 9 and 9 gets cancelled. So the yp part is going to come out as x, and he is interested in the complete solution. So we have y is equal to yc plus yp. So y is equal to yc is nothing but c1 plus c2x, c1 plus c2x e power minus 3x, and yp is nothing but x. So this is going to be one of the option. So our answer will be c1 plus c2x e power minus 3x plus x. So this is as simple as that, as we are already able to solve many problems before also. So this is just the addition part, so that we can add more problems in our list, so our practice will become little good. And now let us move to the second problem. So second problem, it was asked in GATE 2014 EC. So the problem is d2y by dx2 plus 2 alpha dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. And it is given that the differential equation of second order, we have the both the roots equal. So this is normal problem only. So we have to do f of d square plus 2 alpha d plus 1 into y is equal to 0. So what I have done, I have put it d by dx as capital D, right? So this is nothing but d2y plus 2 alpha dy plus y. So y I have taken common. So we have f of d is equal to d square plus 2 alpha d plus 1 and is equal to 0. This is our auxiliary equation, and it has given that it has two equal roots. So if an equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is having two equal roots, so the condition is b square minus 4 is equal to 0. Why it is so? Because the roots of this particular quadratic equation are nothing but minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and if we wish to get the equal roots, both the roots equal, so this term has to be 0. So both the roots will be minus b by 2a and minus b by 2a. So this we have to keep in mind that whenever we are talking about the equal roots of n quadratic equation, we have to make b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So this is nothing but b is equal to 2 alpha and c is equal to 1. So b square is 2 alpha whole square minus 4, a is nothing but 1 and c is nothing but 1. So b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So 2 alpha whole square is equal to 4. So 4 into alpha square is equal to 4, alpha square is equal to 1. So we are going to have alpha is equal to plus minus 1. So this will be given in the one of the option. So we have to select that if this particular differential equation is having both the roots as equal, so we are going to get the value of alpha as plus minus 1. So this was simple problem only. We don't have to do much calculation in that. Only one concept we should have in our mind, that if an quadratic equation is having both the roots equal, we have to make use of property b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. And the third problem, it was asked in GATE 2015 in the mechanical engineering, and the problem is quite simple only again. So d2y by dx2, so d2y is equal to y, and this is the problem given. So if passes from 2 points 0 comma 0 and ln2 comma 3 by 4, because this is of order 2, right? And on writing the general solution, we are going to get two arbitrary constants, and if it is if he is interested in the complete solution, so we have to calculate the value of c1 and c2, right? So for that purpose only he has given two conditions. So the solution is going to be something like d2y by dx2 is equal to y. So we'll take y term together. So d square minus 1 into y is equal to 0. So this is nothing but f of d into y is equal to 0. This is as simple as that of homogeneous linear differential equation of second order. So we are going to get only yp part, because complete solution is nothing but yc plus yp, but we doesn't have anything in right hand side. Capital X is 0, so yp part is not going to exist. So we are going to get the complete solution as complementary function only. So now just we have to make use of our auxiliary equation, f of d is equal to 0, and the solutions are going to be d square minus 1 equal to 0. So d plus 1 into d minus 1 is equal to 0. So d is equal to nothing but 1 and minus 1 are the real roots. So we are going to get the y is equal to yc is equal to c1 e power x and c2 e power minus x, because roots are nothing but 1 and minus 1. And now make use of initial conditions, like if it is passing from 0 comma 0 and passing from ln2 comma 3 by 4. So what does that mean? At x equal to 0 we have value of y is equal to 0 from the initial condition number 1. So if we put y is equal to 0, we have c1 e power 0 is nothing but 1, and c2 e power minus 0 is also nothing but 1. So we have one equation as c1 plus c2 is equal to 0. And from the second condition, at x is equal to ln2, we have y is equal to 3 by 4, right? So 3 by 4 is equal to c1 e power ln2. Ln is nothing but log base e, so ln2 log base e 2 plus c2 e power minus x, so minus log x base e. And we know that minus log x is equal to nothing but log of 1 by x. So this minus log 2 I'll write it as log 1 by 2. So this I'll write it as 1 by 2, and e power log x base e and e gets cancelled, we have x. So from making use of both the logarithmetic properties, we have 3 by 4 is equal to c1 into 2, because e and e gets cancelled, 2 will come down, plus c2 into 1 by 2. Again E and E gets cancelled and 1 by 2 will come down. So from here we have 2C1 plus C2 by 2 is equal to 3 by 4. And if we make use of first equation, that C2 is equal to minus C1. So from there we will get minus C1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 4. So this is nothing but 4C1 minus C1 is equal to 6 by 4. So 3C1 is equal to 6 by 4. 3 to the 6 and 2 to the 4. So from there we'll have C1 is equal to 1 by 2 and C1 plus C2 is equal to 0. So C2 will be minus 1 by 2. So our answer will be y is equal to yc, and C1 is nothing but 1 by 2 e power x and C2 is nothing but minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 e power x, and if we take 1 by 2 common, we will have 1 by 2 into e power x minus e power minus x. So this is going to be our solution of this particular equation, and it is given that we wish to calculate only solution, but it is quite obvious that it is of the form f of d into y is equal to 0. So in the complete solution the yp part is not going to exist, so we have complete solution as complementary function only. So that's all for this question, and now we have to move to the next problem. So the problem number 4, it was asked in GATE 2019 in civil engineering, and by seeing this we are able to understand that we have the terms like x into dy by dx and x2 into d2y by dx2. So this is nothing but equidimensional, that if we have dy by dx we have x and d2y by dx2 we have x square. So this kind of equation we call them as Cauchy-Euler linear differential equation, and order is nothing but 2. So whenever you see this kind of problem in front of you, you have to keep in mind that the substitution e power z is nothing but x, or z is equal to log x, and also two more substitution we have to keep in mind, that x into dy by dx term we are going to put it as capital dy, and x2 d2y by dx2 we are going to put it as d into d minus 1 y, and also d by dx it is going to be, sorry, d by dz, it will be value of capital D. So capital D here it is not going to be d by dx. Why we have to keep in mind this? Because while writing the general solution, those power in the terms of e power, so that we have to write as e power z, not e power x. So let us do the substitution here. So it will be d into d minus 1 y minus 2 dy and plus 2y is equal to 0, and this will be d square minus d, this is minus 2d plus 2, and take all the terms of all the multiplication y in the common. So here itself we will try to write the roots instead of making it the quadratic equation and doing the factorization. We will do the factorization here itself. So this will be d into d minus 1 minus 2 from here, so this will be d into, sorry, 2 into d minus 1 into y is equal to 0. So this will be d minus 1 into d minus 2 into y is equal to 0. So we have the auxiliary equation f of d is equal to 0, whose roots are d is equal to 1 and 2, because if we equate this particular term is equal to 0, so we have d is equal to 1 and d is equal to 2 as root. So we have the complementary function as c1 e power z plus c2 e power 2z. So that's why I was saying that you have to keep in mind d is nothing but d by dz. So you have to write terms of z over here and then substitute e power z as x back. So this will be c1 x plus c2 x square, and now make use of initial conditions to calculate the value of c1 and c2. So let's rub this part because we are done with these problems and we need not rub the current running problem. So we have the condition as at x equal to 1 y is equal to 0, because y of 1 is nothing but 0. So put x equal to 1 y is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to c1 plus c2, and the second condition at x equal to 2 y is equal to also 2. So 2 is equal to 2c1 plus 4c2, because if we put x is equal to 2, this will be 2c1 and this will be 2 square is nothing but 4c2. So if you divide by 2 here, this will be c1 plus 2c2. So from here we will put the value of c2 is equal to minus c1 in this particular equation, and we will get c1 plus 2 into c2 is nothing but minus c1. So 1 minus 2 c1, 1 is equal to minus c1. So c1 is nothing but minus 1, and if we substitute back here we will get c2 is equal to minus c1. So minus of minus 1 is nothing but 1. So we have our solution yc is equal to c1 minus x minus 1 into x plus c2 is nothing but 1 into x square. We have yc is equal to minus x plus x square, and as it is the f of d into y is equal to 0 form, means it is the homogeneous linear differential equation. So we are going to have only complementary function. We need not worry about the particular integral part because that is not going to exist over here. So he is interested in value of y at x equal to 3. So y is equal to minus 3 plus 3 whole square. 3 whole square is 9, and 9 minus 3 will be 6. So our answer will be 6. So that is how you have to approach this kind of problem. And keep in mind, wherever you are finding terms like x into dy by dx and x2 into dy by dx2, so we are going to fall under Cauchy-Euler linear differential equation. So have the substitution in your mind, and after that you are going to end up with the normal procedure. And the final problem, it was asked in the GATE 2015 in the civil engineering department. So we are given with the differential equation d2 by dx2 is equal to minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20, and we are given with the two initial conditions as y of 0 is equal to 5 and y of 2 is equal to 21, and he is interested in the value of y at x equal to 1. And whenever he is interested in the exact value at one particular point, so he has to mention the initial conditions, then only we will be able to convert that general solution into exact one, right? So this particular problem actually we can solve in two ways, and if we go with our standard procedure like putting dy dx as capital D, so we will be able to write d square into y is equal to minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20. And if we write our auxiliary equation f of d is equal to 0, we are going to get two roots, t square is equal to 0, so d is equal to 0 and 0. So if we write the complementary function, real roots but repeated, so c1 plus c2x and e power 0 is nothing but 1. So this will be our complementary part. And if we talk about f of d into y is equal to capital X, so the yp we are going to write as x upon f of d. So x is nothing but minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20, and f of d is nothing but d square. And this is nothing but falling under case number 3 where we have the situation something like x power m. So how we have to do? We have to do using binomial expansion, but here the terms are coming little simpler only, so we need not make the use of binomial expansion. Only one thing, if d is coming in multiplication, we have to differentiate that particular term, but if d is coming in the division, so we have to integrate. So this particular term we have to integrate two times. So if we integrate, yp is going to come as 1 by d, and I am removing 1d because I am going to integrate it. So this will be minus 12 into integration of x square is nothing but x3 by 3 plus 24 integration of x is nothing but x square by 2 and minus 20x. So yp is equal to 1 by d and minus 4x cube plus 12x square minus 20x, and still one more d is there, so you will have to integrate one more time. So yp is equal to minus 4 integration of x power 3 is x power 4 by 4, integration of x square is x cube by 3, and integration of x is x square by 2. So you are going to get minus x power 4 and 3 4 the 12, so 4x cube and minus 10 x square. So this you are going to get as particular part. So you are going to get the complete solution as y is equal to yc plus yp. And for further use, let's write the initial condition here. Y0 is equal to 5, y2 is equal to 21, and he is interested at value of y at x equal to 1. So we are going to get the complete solution. Y is equal to yc plus yp as minus x power 4 plus 4x cube minus 10x square plus c1 plus c2x or c1x plus c2, whatever. So this we are going to get as complete solution. But instead of doing this much, because we have to keep in our mind that what is going to be the complementary function, and then we'll have to apply the particular integral concept, and then we are going to end up with the y part. So instead of doing that, just make use of direct concept that d2 y by dx2 is nothing but minus 12 x square plus 24x minus 20. So integrate directly both the sides. So integration of d2 y by dx2 will be dy by dx, and integration of minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20. So I am going to write directly from here, because again we will have to do calculation, because integration of this once came was this one. So minus 4x cube plus 12x square minus 20 into x, and plus c1 is going to come because whenever you are integrating, integration constant is going to come. So in this format you need not worry about the integration constant part because that is going to come in the general solution, but when you are following the general method you have to take the integration constant as c1. So now again integrate one more time both the sides. So you are going to get integration of dy by dx as y, and integration of this term again I am going to write directly from here that it is minus x power 4 plus 4x cube minus 10x square, but integration of c1 is nothing but c1x, and another constant you are going to get as c2, right? So see how simple is that. You are going to get the complete solution directly instead of doing the complementary function and then particular integral and then combining. You are going to get the direct y as minus x power 4 plus 4x cube minus 10x square plus c1 plus c2x or c1x plus c2. So to make it same, let us write something like c1x plus c2 here also. So c1x plus c2. So this I'll write c2 and this I'll write c1. So that is not going to create any effect because anyway we have to make use of initial condition, and accordingly we'll get c1 and c2. And now if we make use of initial condition that x equal to 0, we have y is equal to 5. So put it here 5 0 0 0, this also 0, so we are going to get c2 directly as 5. And the second condition at x equal to 2, value of y is equal to 21. So y is equal to 21 and x equal to 2. So 2 power 4 is nothing but 16 minus 16, and 2 power 3 is 8 for the 32, and minus 2 to the 4 into 10 40 plus 2 c1 plus c2 is nothing but 5, right? So 21 is equal to 32 minus 16 is 16, and 16 and 5 is 21. 21 minus 40, 21 minus 40 is nothing but minus 19 plus 2c1, right? So we are going to get 2c1 is equal to 21 plus 19 is 30 and 40. So c1 is equal to 20 we are going to get. So if we put value of c1 and c2 here, c1 is nothing but 20 and c2 is nothing but 5. So this equation we are going to get as the exact solution. And now he is interested in the value of y at x equal to 1. So y is equal to minus 1 plus 4 minus 10 plus 20 plus 5. So y is equal to 20 plus 5 25 and 4 29 minus 10 and 1 11. So we are going to get the value as 9 minus 1 8 and 2 minus 1 1. So 18 we are going to get. So to solve this kind of problem, always if you are not able to recall what is going to be the complementary function or particular integral, you can just simply integrate both the sides and get the general solution, make use of initial conditions, get the exact solution, and then make use of the value on which particular point is interested to ask the to get the answer. So just substitute x equal to 1 and you are going to get the answer as 18. So that's how you have to deal the problem in the mathematics. So that is all for this particular session. If you have any doubt, you are free to ask in the comment section. Thank you.